Have you ever wondered what the world would look like if Eve didn't eat the forbidden fruit? What if there was no sin, no pain, no death? In today's video, we're diving into the origin of sin and exploring what life could have been like if that one moment in the Garden of Eden never happened. Stick around, because this is going to change how you see the Bible story and maybe even your own life. Let's get into it. First off, let's remember how things started. In the beginning, God created everything, right? He made the heavens, the earth, the animals, the plants, and finally humans, Adam and Eve. Now, Adam and Eve weren't just chilling in some ordinary garden. They were in the Garden of Eden, a perfect place where everything was good. God gave them everything they needed. But he did give one rule. You are free to eat from any tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. For when you eat from it, you will certainly die. Genesis 2:16-17. Now, why did God give them that one rule, free will? God didn't want to force love or obedience. He wanted it to come from their choice. They had the freedom to choose. We all know how it went down. The serpent showed up, tempted Eve, and she ate the fruit. Adam did too. Boom, sin entered the world. That act of disobedience separated them and us from God. Romans 5 verse 12 says, "Therefore, just as sin entered the world through one man, and death through sin, and in this way death came to all people, because all sinned." But here's the big question. If Eve never ate the fruit, life would have been way different. First off, there'd be no sin, no pain, no suffering, no death. The relationship between God and humans would have stayed perfect. People would live forever in harmony with God, the animals, and each other. Sounds pretty great, right? But here's the thing. Free will means humans had the choice to obey or not. God knew that humans would mess up. That's why Jesus was sent to fix it. Revelation 13 verse 8 calls him the Lamb who was slain from the creation of the world. So God knew the whole time that sin would enter the world, and he already had a plan for redemption. So what's the takeaway here? It's not just about what could have happened. The truth is, sin did enter the world, and because of that, we live in a broken world. But the good news is that Jesus came to redeem us from that sin. Romans 5 verse 18 says, "Consequently, just as one trespass resulted in condemnation for all people, so also one righteous act resulted in justification and life for all people." Because of Jesus, we can be forgiven and have a restored relationship with God. At the end of the day, Eve's choice brought sin into the world, but it also set the stage for God's grace through Jesus. If she hadn't eaten the fruit, things would have been different. What we do know is that God loves us, even in our brokenness, and he offers us a way back to him. All right, that's all for today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Have you ever wondered what life would be like without sin? Let's chat about it. And remember, no matter what, we're all part of God's big story of redemption.